She's out and about. Today is the release day of The Housemaid, the book that I told myself I would read. And then I could be one of those people where I watch the movie and I'm like, that's not even how it goes in the book. Like, that's not even what she says. Oh, that character doesn't even look like that. Oh, I could be one of those people. Stop it. Smells like intelligence. And I did it! Literally 12:30 last night, I finished the book. I really wanted to finish it before the film came out. I've literally been avoiding all the adverts. Jesus Christ, it's packed in here. It's Boxing Day and I thought it would be quiet, but I can see the top of IKEA and that canteen is full of people. Goodness me, I'm glad that wasn't where I was headed. Wow, it's really packed. Why does everyone want to come to IKEA on Boxing Day? Oh, is it sales? Maybe it's sales. And I think people do like IKEA food, don't they? Okay, well, there's going to be lots of people watching me vlog to myself, but that's normal. Yeah, so I have been avoiding the advert like the plague. When we went to see Wicked, I can't remember if I vlogged that, but we went to see the second part of Wicked a few weeks ago and the advert came on in the cinema for the first time. And I literally sat there with my fingers in my ears. Try not to hear anything. Obviously when you're reading the book you don't see any of the characters, like you're imagining them yourself. So I've built a picture of all the characters in my head based on how the authors described them, and then the advert came up and it's like actors that I know and recognize. So I was like, no, this is going to ruin my vision of the book. And by that point I think I was only like maybe just over halfway through it. I can't lie, I think last night was the most of the book I've read so far. There was still so much left, but I just wanted to get it done, and it was all the twists and turns all at once. It was all the storyline coming together, so it was proper exciting. It was such a different experience as well because it's a thriller. Reading that I didn't realise would be like so exciting. The only way I can describe it is it felt like a puzzle. You know when you're doing a puzzle you see different pieces in the box, but you're just like, I don't know what that is yet, until you're building the right part of the picture. Then you're like, oh, that's what that piece of the puzzle was for. That's what it felt like. Whereas watching a movie is kind of like more of a linear timeline. Like obviously there's foreshadowing throughout, and then when you get to the end of the film it's like, oh, that's what that was about. So yeah, it was just mad exciting and I can't believe I enjoyed it so much. But I don't know if I'm going to go straight to the next part of the series. I did already buy the next book, but I don't know. It kind of felt like when I've watched loads of like true crime and I'm like, okay, I need something lighter now. Sitting in the dark last night reading a thriller was a bit mad. So I'm like, do I want to go and find a book that's a bit lighter? I've still got the Colleen Hoover book, but I've kind of been put off it now because all the backlash that I've noticed about those books and that author, that kind of killed the excitement of it for me. And also I'd seen like inserts from other books that she's written where it's kind of fucking creepy, like, oh, you know what I mean? See, I'm not sure what I want the next one to be, but I definitely want to keep it up because it actually wasn't a difficult thing at all. It sounds so dumb, but so many times I wanted to sit and read, but I'm like, my hands are hurting, like sitting and prying my fingers open to keep the book open. Or like sometimes I want to sit and read. Like I rarely just do one thing at a time. A lot of the time I'll be editing but I've got a video in the background, or I'm like doing work but I've got the TV on in the background. So just sitting and reading, it's like, okay, I need to be looking at the page, so I can't really watch anything else, but also I have to hold the book open with my hands, so I can't physically do anything else either. At least like if I'm watching a film I can like be knitting or something. For some reason it didn't occur to me until last night in desperation when I wanted to eat my food that you can just hold the book with one hand. I just bent the pages back. Go on.
No, you get it. You read, check my thing, you get it.
You have a good day. That has never happened to me in my life. That is so funny. Oh, that's nice. Shout out to you. You'll probably never see this because I'm not popular. But maybe one day. Let me focus on this road. Oh, that was really sweet. Now I don't feel crazy. Woo. Yeah, it occurred to me that I could just bend the pages back and hold the book like folded in one hand. Obviously that kind of ruins the book and you basically break the spine off the book, but it worked. So yeah, that's how I was kind of going about it last night. In my 12 a.m. excitement, decided I was going to come and watch it today, literally as the film has dropped. I was hoping it would be quiet because obviously it's Boxing Day. I just thought people would be at home with their families, and where I don't celebrate Christmas, I'm just like, I could be out and about doing whatever. But it turns out I was watching Brothers Uncovered podcast today, and they mentioned that apparently going to the cinema is a thing that people do on Boxing Day, and I didn't know that. Oh, Paul says, and I pushed. I checked the timings last night she's in the cinema. I checked the timers last night for the film and it was literally, there was only 2 seats taken, and I thought, okay, that's good because it's a thriller, so I won't be sitting there by myself in the dark, but it's also quiet. I woke up this morning and checked it, bare seats are gone. So I might even be sitting next to people. But anyway, let me go because the film is actually starting now. Obviously it's adverts, but I quite enjoy watching the adverts. I don't know if I want popcorn though. That was also part of my excitement for going because I liked the popcorn with the M&Ms that I got last time when we saw Wicked. But when I tell you I literally ate like an inch into the box, so it felt like such a waste, but I feel like I might as well. It's like part of the experience, isn't it? But yeah, let me go figure that out and I'll update you after.
She can't seem to look me in the eye.
Start by handing me your phone. You're looking at robberies of jewels.
Okay, I literally just got back from the cinema. Interesting experience. I did enjoy it. I got the popcorn in the end with the M&Ms on the top, but I don't think they put many on there, and I didn't realise as you move the box around, the M&Ms like slip between the popcorn. So I think they've all disappeared into the box, but yeah, that's how much I got through. So I tried to just take it home just so I didn't waste it, but it's too difficult to finish this. I don't understand. I'd actually be intrigued to like pour this into a normal popcorn bag and see how much I've eaten, because I was literally eating this the entire time the film was going on and before the film started, and I ate it on the way home. It's crazy. They did change elements from the book. I didn't really like the changes, I can't lie, but it was interesting having that experience of like, oh okay, I've read the book and I'm now seeing how they've changed it for the movie. I guess it might have made it more like theatrical for a movie. And I feel like a lot of films these days have like unnecessary sex scenes and things like that. But I kind of am just over, like, ugh. Does every single series, every single film have to have bare of that in it? The cinema was pretty packed. There were just people everywhere. The car park was full of cars and you could see them like trying to get in. The actual screen for the cinema was pretty full. There were actually people sitting like right up next to me. There wasn't any spaces. Yeah, but I actually didn't mind that. The cinema seats are so like wide and far apart anyway. I think it's just when I'm with someone else that I'm like, oh, I want to be able to like talk to the person next to me or like be with the people I came with, and now there's some other vibe sitting next to me. I guess as well because I was also on the edge seat, so I was next to the wall and then someone sat next to me. I think if I was sandwiched between 2 people it would have been a bit overwhelming, but yeah, I think I have to throw this popcorn away. I tried. My stomach's rumbling. I need to eat something proper. Before I left, I made a coffee and I ate a bagel, but obviously that was at like 10-11 a.m. and I thought I was going to an earlier screening. I thought it started at like 12:30. In my tired 12 a.m. brain last night, I was looking at 2 different cinemas to compare them, and I think I took the timing of the one that I decided not to go to. It was at like 1 o'clock that the film started rather than like 12:30, and then I thought, oh damn, okay, now it starts later, but I've only just really finished my breakfast. I'm not gonna have lunch, so yeah, I've only had breakfast and popcorn. The only thing I find as well with like going out and doing things by yourself, for me it's like I have to plan every move I make, because even me getting popcorn, such a simple move. When you go to the cinema you get food, but it meant once I'd got the popcorn I couldn't go to the toilet, had to sit and watch the whole film. I didn't drink anything because I was just like, I don't want to need to go. And then even after the film, because I hadn't finished the popcorn, I was like, oh, like there's still bare food here, let me just take it home. But it meant I also couldn't go to the toilet after the film because there was no one to like, can you hold this, you know what I mean? The same thing happens when I go to cafes. If I go to a cafe to do some editing or do some work, I'll get my coffee. I might be there for a few hours because I'm sitting and working, but if I need to go to the toilet, it's like, oh shit, like I don't just want to leave my drink here, like that's so unsafe. But then I also don't want to bring it into the bathroom with me, so sometimes I'll just bring it to the counter and ask if they can just keep it on the side for me. But yeah, that's one of the things about going out by yourself, like there's no one to like quickly hold your bag while you do something, or like sit with the food while you go to the bathroom. Like you have to basically know exactly where you're going, what you're doing. I don't think that's everyone's experience. Obviously some people just don't use public bathrooms at all, but for me that's something that I have to like figure out anytime I'm by myself. So you can literally see it probably was up to like here. That's all I've had, and I had that when the film ended. I opened it and took a sip and closed it back. So like to have literally had nothing to drink and still need to go, that was my excitement for the day. I'm actually super excited and proud of me. These are my blue light glasses. I didn't realise how blue they are. I just kept them on because I didn't want to have to like remember to put them on when I got to the cinema screen. So I just wore them the whole day. But as I was like walking through the street, I was seeing blue flashes of things. And I'm like, what's that? Like, have they got like blue lights on their car? And then I've realised, no, it's just like the reflection of the light beam is blue for me. I've had blue light glasses from Amazon before and they didn't do that. So I guess they weren't that strong. These must be the real deal. I quite like my face today. You probably can't see it. I think I'm in quite a dark space, but my lip liner stayed on. I really like this lip liner. I think it's Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, I'm lying. Not Charlotte Tilbury. Too Faced. Yeah, like I was eating the whole time and it's still there. And my brows, I've started using a brow pen instead of a brow pencil. And I think they look much better. It looks like hair strokes rather than just like coloured in ombre, do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're not perfect, obviously. I'm not really a brow person, but cute. But anyway, let me take this coat off and sort myself out because I'm just sitting on my little salon chair because I don't want to touch my bed while I'm in these outside clothes. But yeah, fun, new experiences. Smells like intelligence. Oh, songs were funny back in the day. Bonjour. Hopefully you can hear me. It's kind of loud again, but I'm out. I'm just going into Croydon to grab little bits. It's my mum's birthday coming up soon, so I need to get like last minute bits. I was going to get wrapping paper, but I actually have some left already, but I want to grab like little bits just to add to her presents. What else? I thought I had more to say than that, damn. I guess not. It's very icy, which I didn't realise. When I came outside, I was like, did it snow? Because all the cars have like just white frost on them. I don't know if it's just loads of ice or if it was actually snow. Try not to get run over. I'm at the point now, little backstory, I was hit by a car, I think last year or the year before, I can't remember now. But I'm still not fully comfortable crossing the road. Obviously, like, I'm fine, like, I'm going out and shit, but like, just then when I was looking over, the cars were so far I could have crossed, and also they weren't turning my way. They were in a completely different lane. They were not going to turn towards me, but I will just stand there anyway, just in case, because I just don't trust, like, what if they're in the wrong lane and they just decide to take a turn and come down the road that I'm on. So I don't cross until there's literally no car possible in sight, when actually it wasn't coming towards me anyway. Made myself a coffee, try not to splurge. I'm walking with caution. I've got my little two-toe shoes on. They've got decent grip, but I did nearly slip crossing the road. I hate when it's like icy and then a car gives you way to like cross, because it's like usually I would do the cute little jog so they're not waiting too long, but girl, the road is full of ice. I can't be doing that. What do I need to do? So my plan is to go to Waterstones. I think I'm gonna buy a game. I've read that lorry sprayed me up. That is disgusting. Ugh, road water in my face. The past few years, we've been going to escape rooms or like restaurants because we realised we buy each other stuff and it's like, yeah, but we kind of like having experiences instead of just buying each other random stuff for our birthdays. At least for my mum, that's a big thing because she never really knows what she wants. She did the same thing this year where I was like, ahead of time, let me know if you want anything for your birthday. And she's like, oh, I really don't need anything. And I'm like, bro, you say that every year and then a week later, you're telling us you need this and that. So like, figure it out. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. The track is all snowy. Yeah, but we haven't planned to like go out, so I thought maybe a kind of compromise to that, because we're a household of like puzzles and board games and things like that. Maybe I could buy a game to play on her birthday. Hopefully we open the presents like earlier in the day so we can all play the game together. But there's a game called Flip 7 that they play on Smosh, which is a YouTube channel. That looks pretty fun, so yeah, hopefully I can get that. Oh yeah, I didn't show my hair, so I finished my hair. It's in my mouth at the moment. But yeah, all good so far. I was a bit concerned that like I wouldn't be able to do it because my hair's still so short. I'm really hoping you can hear me because it's so loud here. The good thing about being someone who films everything and takes pictures of everything is that I can always like go back to my photos to find out like how long did it take for my hair to grow? What colour was my hair when I did this? When did I go here? What was I doing on this day of this year, of this month? So I always have a record of things. I looked back through my photos from when I shaved my head, then the last day that I stopped shaving it, and how long it took for me to be able to braid it again. This is a slope and it's covered in ice and I would hate to drop because I don't have a hand free, and also I don't want to have to put my hand down on this dirty floor, but I can't walk in the road because it's like that speed limit. Oh, someone would take me out. Yeah, so looking back from my photos, I think it took about maybe like 6 months for me to have stopped shaving my head until I was able to braid it. And it's only been, I think, maybe 1 or 2 months since I shaved it this time. So I was just like, oh, like, damn, like I really want to just start getting braids and braiding up my hair. But I don't think it's long enough for me to like, especially me on my own, to grip it and braid it properly. And also I didn't want to book someone to braid it, and they can do it. They're gripping the hair, they're getting it braided, but they're also pulling the follicles at my scalp as they do so. Because it's so short, they have to grip it so tight. So I was trying to just wait it out, but when I say I would literally like every day I was looking at pictures of braids and pictures of twists, because I was just like, I really just want to have my hair done. So I was really excited to discover that I was able to do it. I was gonna film a bit just so I could like show the method, but I'm not too bothered about filming every single thing that I do in my life anymore. I'm glad that I had that period, those years that I was doing that, literally like trying to vlog every day. But yeah, I think I'm like, at least at the moment, I'm not in that space. So I was just like, I don't need to film this. But yeah, that's basically how I spent the last day of 2025 and the first day of 2026. I'm in a really dumb place because there's not a crossing here, but we move. Okay. It is a bit tight in places because I had to account for the fact that, yeah, I'm putting the elastic band in, but then I was crocheting hair under the elastic band. So that would obviously like take up the space under the band and it would end up being tight again. So it is a little tight in places, but it's definitely not unbearable. And I'm hoping to keep it in for like a decent amount of weeks, maybe months. So it's gonna end up growing out and getting looser anyway. But yeah, for like first or second day, I'm able to put it up and it's fine. So very relieved about that. And it's just a lot easier, like not having to think about what to do with it in the mornings, or even when I'm just like chilling at home. I just kept looking in the mirror like, bruh, like I could just be chilling at home, but with my hair done and laid. And instead I had this little curly fluff ball on my head, and I was just like, there's nothing wrong with this, but it's not giving. So yeah, I feel a lot better. I'm trying to think what's the most logical place for me to go first. And it's because of the hair shop, but I just walked past one. Oh, there's dookie on the floor. I think that's all the update, to be honest. But I'll pull you out if there's anything else to report. keep seeing this book everywhere. I think there's a few I want to read before I get to this, but it's on the list. Okay, let's go get this game. Oh, there's a lot of titles I'm seeing. There's 2. Okay, anyway, stay on focus. Games, games, games. I was looking for this game. I literally couldn't find it. I was looking for ages. It was right here in front of me, but the guy helps me. They have a small size and a big size. I'm not sure which one I want or like what the difference is. I guess it's easier to hold small cards and like we can store this easier. He said this is the deluxe. Oh wait, okay, that's the difference. This is a deluxe. Foil cards and a score pad, whereas this one I don't think has a score pad, and the cards are probably just like normal playing cards. Although holding big cards is more annoying, I think I want to go for this. Oh wait, no, you don't have to hold the cards anyway, you just put them down on the table. Yeah, I'm gonna get the deluxe one. Cool. Oh, see, now I'm thinking, deluxe sounds exciting, but do we need a score pad? Because you just write the score down on your phone or something, like we don't really need paper. Because this one's $9.99 and that's $17.99. Like, do I need to pay that much for a score pad? I'm gonna get the small one actually. I'm gonna get the small one. My knees. I'm getting old. It's funny as well because all the Smosh games are in here. So there's Sounds Fishy, that one they play on Smosh. And Throw the Burrito, they play that all the time as well, which I had never seen in here before, so that's very interesting. But anyway, I'm gonna buy this and then get a move on. Alright, shopping trip is over. I didn't get everything I needed. The one thing that I thought like, oh, I don't even need to check, that'll be in the shops, was a hair product that my mum wants. I just thought, oh, I'll just get it like on the walk back. They didn't have it. I went in 2 different hair shops, they don't have it. So I'm gonna have to come back out tomorrow to try and get it. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. For some reason I thought it would get warmer as the day goes on, but it's fucking freezing and it's windy, like it's cold wind. It's that breeze where it hits you and you're like, ooh. But yeah, I've enjoyed my stroll nonetheless. When I was at home, I felt like, oh, like I'm in a talkative mood. Once I'm out, I'll pull out the camera and just talk. But my brain is kind of blank. I think as well, where I'm filming in public, like when I was in the bookstore, my brain was like scattering trying to find what I was looking for, while also feeling like, let me make sure I don't get anyone on video. While also feeling like, I hope I'm allowed to film in here. Let me like be aware in case they try to tell me that I can't film. Let me make sure I can actually hear the people around me. So my brain was just like doing hella things at once. So I think that stops me from also being able to like keep conversation and like talk. Woo! Girl, it's so cold. That's such a like eerie view. I don't know why I find it so creepy when things are perfectly lined up, like man-made shit just perfectly lined up. Like look at that road. That's so weird to me, I don't know. I feel the same when there's loads of trees, but they're in like a perfect row. You can tell they've been planted, but they're like huge trees. That to me is so creepy. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera away because I thought I'd just have a chat, but no, my hand is freezing and it's so windy anyway. I'll show you the cake now actually, because once I get home I have to like secretly get it into the fridge without my mum seeing it. That's what it looks like. And it's got like, ooh, my hair's stuck to my lip, no! It's got like layers with like cream and jam and stuff, so it looks all fancy. It's not the cake we usually get, but they only had one left of the one that we usually get, and I could tell it had been battered about, like it was not in the middle of the box anymore, like it was all shifted, and there were like remnants of cake in the place that it used to be. So I was like, no, like, this is dead. So I just got this one, but the ingredients are basically the same. It's just a sponge cake with raspberry jam and cream, so I think it'll be fine. I'll show you the rest when I get in. I don't think there is much, to be honest. I just got her crisps as well. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna have to go back out because we've run out of water, because they only allow you to buy a certain amount from the shops when you do an online shop. So I need to go out and buy some like crates of water. And my mum asked for crisps. I got her fancy ones from M&S to add to her birthday stuff, but obviously she doesn't know that I've got her that, so I need to also get her just corner shop crisps so she's not suspicious. But yeah, let me go because my hand is fucking freezing. we're out again. Bit of a random day today. I have my cervical screening, which I should have done nearly 2 years ago now. I just never got around to it. I didn't fancy it, and I don't fancy it today, but it needs to be done. Yeah, I don't know why, I just feel so not in the mood for it today, which I should be used to because years of waxing, years of laser. I'm used to being just flat out on a table, but I'm not feeling it, bro. I think part of it is like when I go and get like a treatment done, it's like one of the girls doing it, you know? Usually it's like a girl kind of my age, or say woman kind of my age, that will like do my laser. And then my wax lady that I had for years was like an older lady, like European lady. So like you feel like you're going there for a procedure. Having it be like a medical thing is like, I don't know, like first of all, I don't know who it's going to be. Like I'm not used to the environment. So yeah, I think that's quite intense. And then also what I'm thinking of is like the equipment that they're going to have to use, or that I've heard that they use. Obviously when you go and get a wax or a laser treatment done, ain't much touching you, do you know what I mean? But they're gonna have to clamp my shit open, which I'm not looking forward to, and I'm hoping it doesn't hurt. But I've got very mixed reviews on that. But again, it's like I'm used to the pain of those things, so I should be fine with it. I think I just can't be bothered to deal with it, and maybe where I've just like not been seeing people anyway, like I've been keeping to myself and just been in the house. One of the first things I do outside being this is like, ooh, but it needs to be done, and it will, I expect it will be pretty quick. And with like the health situations that have happened in my family that I very briefly touched on in a previous video, I've been warned that it's something I should get done. Like when I mentioned what was going on at work, the first thing they said to me was like, oh, you need to go get yourself checked. And I was like, well, I haven't. So yeah, I feel like it's also just like, let's be responsible. That's the dealio. I'll update you on how it goes. I brought a mask, one, because apparently there's a COVID 2.0 in there, but also I feel like I might be a bit more comfortable with my face covered in case it hurts and I have to like grimace a little, or just in case I feel a bit awkward and I'd rather not be perceived. We'll see. God just had to make me a woman. Okay, we out. We did it. It wasn't that bad, to be fair. I got kind of lucky. It was like her auntie, but not a Caribbean auntie, so I also didn't feel like perceived. Yeah, it was like an older, I'm assuming, African lady, and she was very comforting while also feeling like auntie, you know what I mean? And it actually wasn't that bad. Like, it was just pressure. It literally was just pressure. I was kind of scared that I'd be able to feel like scraping, because that would have cringed me out, and I probably would have felt that feeling, like imagined the feeling for the rest of the day. But it didn't feel like that at all. It was just like the pressure of like, they're damn near inside your womb. Well, not even damn near. She literally said, I have to reach the neck of your womb, and I said, okay, go for it. And it was really quick as well. I can say I'm glad I wore the mask, because I was a bit like, because you just don't know what to expect until it's happening, do you know what I mean? She said I could have a chaperone if I wanted, and like all of these things if it would make me more comfortable. I was just like, let's just get it done. But yeah, she basically said they test the sample. If they find anything, then you have to come back in a year's time to see if your body has naturally like cleared that. I think it's called HPV or something like that. If they don't find anything, then you come back in 5 years. Hopefully they don't find anything. But she said it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the results to come back, or for me to get a call. Just back to normal life until then, really. I don't feel like anything's wrong, so I'm not expecting them to find anything, but obviously you never know. But yeah, I'm just glad that's over, and I'm glad it wasn't that bad. I thought I might have to come back and be like, that was traumatic, but go get it done. Do you know what I mean? But no, actually it literally was fine. It wasn't painful, it was just very invasive. But she was really nice. She explained everything she was doing. Like even after she'd done it, she was like, oh, I'm just gonna stand here for a bit because I need to like put the sample where it needs to go, and then when I step out, use this to clean yourself up. Like she was very explanatory. When I get either medical or just like normal services done, I like when people explain things. I feel like that's where most of the anxiety comes from with people, like not really knowing what to expect, and then it's just being done and you're like, what part of this was fine and what part of this wasn't, you know? So yeah, I was very glad that she was the type of person that just explains things as she's doing it and tells you exactly what to do. Like she told me exactly where to put my things, exactly what to take off, exactly where to put my head, where to put my legs, what muscle to relax. Like yeah, she did the job well. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm walking Main Street and all the kids are out. I didn't think about that. They didn't have any morning appointments, which I would have gone for, and then the afternoon appointment, I thought, well, that will still be fine because it's 2:30, no one's around. But I didn't think about the fact that when I come out, it's now like 3 o'clock. So as soon as I walked out the damn door, there were just bare kids outside. I was like, Jesus. I don't know, this might be the end of this video, but we'll see. It's interesting how like I kind of get stirred up when I have my camera. I kind of don't, because it's normal at this point in time. Pretty sure everyone knows what I'm doing with the camera. It's just interesting the type of looks you get, but it's not bad. It's just like, I think people are just like, oh, she's one of them, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, I'm blabbing, let me go. Okay, I'm home. There's a bit of a grim feeling, but it's not painful. It's just like, I feel like I need to like sit down with my legs tightly crossed. Like I just feel a bit, it's internal. So I think I just have to wait for it to pass. So yeah, that's the only thing I would note, though. It just feels a bit, literally feels like that. It's just like, oh, I feel like this is probably going to be the end of a video. This has just been a random few days, I think. I'm kind of just filming little bits here and there. Some videos have a bit of like a thought of like, okay, it will just be this in this one video. Sometimes I'm like, I'm doing this today, I'll film it, but I don't know where it's going to fit in. I don't know where the video is going to start or stop. I'm just filming things and I'll just put together clips how I see fit. So this has kind of been one of those videos, but I just feel like this is probably an ending here. Until next time, I guess. We'll see if my hair makes it into the next video. She's doing well so far. I am noticing that I'm seeing like bulbs of the root of my hair. Quite a few of that, which basically means my hair is coming out from the root. I don't know if that's it naturally shedding and it's just still on my head because it's been braided in and it can't fall off, or if that's it being pulled out of my scalp. Giving housemaid, it's giving the housemaid. I think that's one of the bits there. Like anything white that you see is not product and it's not dandruff. It's a root of my, it's a follicle of my hair that I can literally just pull off. Let's see if I can get that one. This screen is so tiny. Yeah, there we go. Like it's actually just a hair. And the follicle is white. That's all it is. But yeah, there's quite a lot of that happening, so I don't know if I'm like ripping my hair out or if it's just naturally shedding but it has nowhere to go because it's braided into my hair. I do remember that used to happen before, and I think I've just not seen it for some years now because my hair is currently its natural colour and quite a few years it's been like bleached or a light colour, so I wouldn't have noticed that before because it would have just blended in with like whatever blonde or orange my hair was. I'm not worried about that, but I will keep an eye on it. The braids are feeling comfy, they're doing well, they flow, so yeah. Ta-ta for now. I just noticed I was looking at the damn viewfinder the whole time and not the camera. I feel like we're used to that at this point. That might be a TikTok thing actually, because now on TikTok I feel like when people look into their lens it seems too direct. It seems, what's the word? It seems very produced. I feel like now the whole relatable thing is like not really looking at the camera, like your phone is just propped up in your car and you're having a rant about this and that thing and da 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 da. So I feel like now it's almost too direct to stare into your camera like this while you talk. So maybe it's a good thing that I was just looking at myself. But anyway, I'm rambling. Bye bye.